That sound. That feeling in your stomach when the alarm goes off on a Monday. It's not just about being tired. It's the feeling of a chain pulling taut. It's the realization that you have to get up, you have to go to a job, you have to answer to someone else. Because you need the paycheck. What if that feeling just stopped? What if you woke up on a Monday and the only thing that decided what you did that day was you? This isn't a fantasy. This is financial independence. And it has nothing to do with being rich or owning a Lamborghini. It's about owning your life. Topic 1. What financial independence really is. Hint: it's not about being rich. Let's clear the air. Financial independence, FI, is not about having a mansion or flying private. Those are just trappings of wealth. FI is simply the point where your assets, your investments, your rental properties, your side businesses, generate enough passive income to cover your living expenses. That's it. It's the moment your money works hard enough so you don't have to, unless you want to. It's the ultimate freedom. It's the ability to say no to a toxic boss, to take a year off to travel, to pursue a passion project that pays zero, or to simply read in a park on a Tuesday afternoon. It's about having options. The car you drive doesn't matter if you're still a slave to the payment. FI is about owning your time, which is your only non-renewable resource. Topic 2. The mindset shift, from consumer to owner. You cannot achieve financial independence while thinking like a consumer. A consumer's primary function is to spend. They see a raise and think, great, I can get a more expensive car. They get a bonus and think, what can I buy? This mindset will keep you on the hamster wheel forever. The shift to an owner mindset is the most critical first step. An owner sees a raise and thinks, how much of this can I use to buy an asset? They get a bonus and think, how can this money make more money for me? This means every dollar you get is a potential employee. Your job is to send it out to work for you in the form of stocks, index funds, or real estate so it can bring back friends. Consumers buy liabilities that cost them money. Owners buy assets that pay them. Topic 3. The most important number, your FIRE number, how to calculate it. This is where the fantasy becomes a concrete goal. FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. Your FIRE number is the amount of money you need invested to live off the returns indefinitely. The math is simpler than you think. The most common rule of thumb is the 4% rule. It states that you can safely withdraw 4% of your invested assets each year, adjusting for inflation, without running out of money. So, to find your number, just take your annual living expenses and multiply by 25. If you need $40,000 a year to live, your FI number is $40,000 x 25 equals $1 million. If you need $80,000 a year, your number is $2 million. This isn't a vague dream anymore. It's a target. You now know exactly what you're aiming for. Topic 4. The lie of just save more, why your income matters. The personal finance world is full of people telling you to just cut the lattes, and you'll become a millionaire. That is a lie. Yes, you must control your spending, but there is a mathematical limit to how much you can cut. You can only cut your expenses down to zero, which is impossible. But there is no limit to how much you can earn. You can't save your way to FI on a minimum wage job. Frugality is the defense, but your income is the offense. You must focus on increasing your income, asking for raises, developing high-value skills, starting a side business, freelancing. Increasing your income is the accelerant. It's the fuel you pour on the fire. Don't let anyone shame you for wanting to earn more. It's the fastest path to freedom. Topic 5. The escape velocity equation. Savings rate is your speed. This is the metric that matters more than any other. Not your salary, not your investment returns, but your savings rate. This is the percentage of your take-home pay that you save and invest. This number determines your speed to FI. Think of it like this. If you save 10% of your income, it takes you 9 years to save for 1 year of expenses. But if you save 50% of your income, it takes you 1 year to save for 1 year of expenses. Someone saving 50% of their income will reach financial independence in roughly 17 years, regardless of whether they make $50,000 or $500,000. It's all about the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Your savings rate is your escape velocity, the speed you need to break free from the gravitational pull of needing a paycheck. Topic 6. Step 1. Obliterate high-interest debt, the anchor. You cannot win a race while dragging an anchor. That's what high-interest debt is. Credit cards, 18 to 29% interest, personal loans. This is a financial emergency. You are trying to build wealth while a hole in your pocket is draining it faster than you can fill it. Mathematically, paying off a 22% interest credit card is the equivalent of getting a guaranteed, tax-free 22% return on your money. No investment in the world can promise you that. So before you invest a single dollar, you must become aggressively anti-debt. Use the avalanche method, pay highest interest rate first, or the snowball method, pay smallest balance first for the psychological win. It doesn't matter which. Get ruthless. Get intense. Your freedom depends on it. Topic 7. Step 2. Build your freedom fund, beyond the emergency fund. You know about an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses tucked away in a high-yield savings account. That's critical. That's your buffer against life's OSHT moments, like a car repair or a job loss. But a freedom fund is different. This is a second cash cushion, maybe another 6 to 12 months of expenses. Why? Because this fund isn't for emergencies, it's for opportunities. It's the FU money that allows you to quit that toxic job without having another one lined up. It's the cash that lets you take a 6-month sabbatical to reskill. It's the money that lets you start your own business. The emergency fund protects you from falling backward. The freedom fund gives you the courage to leap forward. Topic 8. Step 3. The engine of FI: investing in assets, not liabilities. Once the debt is gone and the funds are stable, now you build the engine. You must put your savings to work. Leaving it in a bank account means inflation is silently stealing its value every single day. You must buy assets. For 99% of people, the simplest, most effective way to do this is by buying low-cost, broad market index fund. Think of an S&P 500 or a total world stock market fund. You aren't picking stocks. You are buying a tiny piece of all of the biggest companies. It's the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it wealth-building machine. You just feed it money from every paycheck, automatically, and let compound growth do the heavy lifting for decades. This is the engine that will one day grow large enough to pay for your entire life. Topic 9. The Barista FI versus Fat FI, choosing your own adventure. Financial independence isn't an all-or-nothing switch. It's a spectrum. On one end, you have Fat FI, which is what we discussed, your $1 million, $2 million, or $5 million number, allowing you to live large with zero work. But there are amazing milestones along the way. Barista FI is a concept where you've saved enough that you don't need your high-stress, high-paying corporate job anymore. Your investments cover some of your expenses, so you can downshift to a part-time job you genuinely enjoy, like being a barista, just to cover the rest and get health insurance. There's Lean FI, where you live a minimalist life and can escape the rat race with a much smaller number, maybe $500,000. The point is, you don't have to wait 20 years to feel the benefit. Every dollar you invest buys you a little bit more freedom today. So let's bring it all back. Financial independence is not a number, it's a state of being. It's the ultimate form of self-respect. It's the power to choose. It starts with a mindset shift from consumer to owner. You calculate your target, your fire number. You increase your income and, most importantly, you widen the gap, you boost your savings rate. You kill the debt anchor, build your freedom fund, and then you build the engine, your investments. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-free-for-life plan. And it is available to every single one of you. Understanding the what and the how is the first step. But the most powerful part of this equation is that investing engine we talked about. Knowing exactly where to put your money for maximum growth is the key that unlocks the speed. To help you with that, I've left some crucial links and my personal recommendations in the description and the first pinned comment. And because you stayed until the end, you're clearly ready to take this seriously. YouTube has already picked the best video for you to watch next to continue your journey. It's on the screen right now. Click it and let's get free.